I'm here at the Ramada Inn in Riversedge Convention Center, where leaders from across the state have gathered to talk about growing rural Nebraska. Nebraska Community Foundation President and CEO Jeff Yost says this is their annual event that they hold every November, where affiliated fund leaders from across the state come to share ideas. Yost says rural Nebraska is thriving right now, and Thursday's conference has a major focus on why there are so many people returning to rural Nebraska to raise their families.
Columbus is really a ray of light. There's all this terrific work that's happening here in Columbus. We took a tour yesterday of all of the quality of life collaborative projects. The Columbus Community Foundation Fund has been an integral partner in helping to frame that as well as put that together.
University of Minnesota research fellow Ben Winchester says his focus is on rewriting the narrative on rural communities, which seems to come straight out of the 1950s.
Asking these folks that are moving back to our rural communities, like, why did you move back? And we found pretty consistent answers, and they're all related to quality of life. And the top three reasons we found are slower pace of life. It was number one. Number two is safety and security, which was more true, especially for those with children. And number three was the low cost of housing.
University of Lincoln rural sociologist Randy Cantrell says they have been doing a survey called the Rural Poll for over 20 years and says people in small communities are more likely to rate their community as friendly, supportive, and trusting.
Sociologically, that has to do with the nature of interaction in smaller places and the sort of social bonding that occurs in among smaller populations.
220 different community funds across the state are affiliated with the Nebraska Community Foundation, working with 225 different communities. This year's event will conclude following a tour of Columbus starting at 10 a.m. Friday morning. Reporting for the Columbus News Team, I'm Grant Otten, News Channel Nebraska.